Imagine this. After your parents die, their most trusted friends take you home with them. A beautiful glass mansion by the ocean, where every wall shines, but behind that glass hides a truth so dark it can destroy your life forever. The story begins with Ruby Baker, a teenage girl who's fearless, fun, and full of life. She's at the movies with her friends, watching a horror film. Everyone screams, but Ruby laughs. Danger excites her more than it scares her. After the movie, her friends want to hang out, but Ruby says she has to go home before her parents start worrying. That night, her parents David and Grace Baker go out to celebrate their 20th wedding anniversary. Ruby sneaks out to a wild party with her friends, loud music, cigarettes and fast cars. They laugh about how their parents think they're angels. But when Ruby gets home, a police car is parked outside. At first she panics, thinking her parents called the cops on her. But then, the truth hits like thunder. Her parents are dead. A car accident. Ruby collapses to the floor, broken. Her little brother Rhett is too young to even understand what just happened. Days later, at the funeral, Ruby's heart is numb. Among the guests are Dr. Erin Glass and her husband Terry Glass, the family's old friends. They comfort the children, promising to take care of them. Soon Ruby and Rhett move into the Glass house, a giant modern mansion in Malibu made entirely of glass and steel. It's breathtaking, but strangely cold. Terry gives them a tour, showing their shared room. Ruby doesn't like it. That night, Erin serves an elegant dinner, but the kids refuse to eat. She orders pizza instead, trying to smile through the tension. As Ruby walks through the shining hallways, she feels something, like eyes watching her from behind the glass walls. Then she sees a shadow moving, quick, silent, gone. Days pass. The kids start school. Ruby tries to fit in, but her classmates whisper behind her back. When she returns home, she finds piles of expensive gifts waiting, designer clothes, new video games. Everything looks perfect, but something isn't right. One night, Ruby goes for a swim in the pool to calm her mind. Suddenly, Terry appears, watching her. He claims he thought she was a thief, but his eyes tell another story. The way he looks at her makes her skin crawl. He says from now on the house will be locked every night for safety. Later, Ruby sees Erin injecting something, drugs, she thinks. But Erin insists it's just insulin for her diabetes. Still, Ruby can feel it, something dark is eating away at this family. Then comes the breaking point. Ruby sneaks out to meet the family lawyer, Mr. Biglighter, and tells him everything. The drugs, the lies, the strange looks. He explains that if she leaves the Glasses, she and Rhett will become wards of the state, orphans with no control over their inheritance. That's when Ruby learns the truth. Her parents left behind $4 million. Suddenly, everything makes sense. The gifts, the control, the fake kindness. They're after the money. Back home, Ruby pretends everything's fine, but inside she's terrified. She starts noticing the alarms, the cameras, the locked doors. The house isn't a home, it's a prison made of glass. When a social worker arrives for a surprise visit, Terry and Erin act like the perfect parents. They hide everything, the drugs, the fights, the fear. Ruby tries to speak up, but Rhett lies to protect them. After the inspection, Ruby finds hidden letters in the trash, one from her uncle Jack, who had been trying to contact her. That night, she hears Terry talking to loan sharks. He owes them money, a lot of it. He calls Ruby his personal piggy bank. Her heart pounds. She realizes her parents' deaths weren't just an accident. When Ruby confronts him, Terry's mask finally cracks. He loses control, screaming that everything he's done was for survival. Erin breaks down too. Her addiction to drugs is worse than ever. She injects herself, whispering, "It's all gone too far." Ruby tries to escape with Rhett, but Terry locks them in the basement. Broken glass glimmers around them as they crawl through a vent, desperate for air. Terry hunts them like animals, shouting their names through the echoing halls. Then suddenly, headlights. Mr. Biglighter arrives, but he's too late. The loan sharks show up too, furious. In the chaos, Biglighter is stabbed, and Terry is dragged away. The sharks force him into his Jaguar and drive off. But Ruby, clever and brave, had already cut the brake lines. The car loses control and crashes into the canyon below, exploding in flames. When the police arrive, they find Ruby and Rhett holding each other on the road, crying, shaking but alive. Terry is dead. Erin is gone. The nightmare is finally over. In the final scene, Ruby and Rhett stand beside their parents' graves with Uncle Jack. The sky is soft and golden. For the first time in months, Ruby breathes freely. She promises to live the life her parents wanted for her, not in fear but in freedom. And the camera slowly pulls back. From the graves, from the glass mansion on the hill, and from the two souls who finally escaped the transparent hell that once trapped them. If you love stories with mystery, emotion, and heart-pounding suspense, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.